Most people try to change their lives through changing the external things around them, changing their friends, changing their habits, trying to move. But what they'll notice is that no matter where they go, their habits go with them. No matter where they move, their unhappiness follow them. No matter how many friends they throw out, they're gonna bring back the same quality of friends. What you don't understand is that your life is governed by your vibrations. And when you begin to raise your vibration, rather than trying to change the situation, these 5 amazing things that we're gonna talk about will happen in your life undeniable. And we can say that the things that we're gonna talk about are also the opposite of what happens when you lower your vibration. So let's begin with the video. So the first thing that happens is that the less you want and the less you avoid. In other words, you become more at peace. And this at peace is, at the end of the day, what people call letting go, right? Meaning it's hard to manifest when you're in a state of unhappiness. It's hard to manifest when you're unhappy, when you're sad, when you're depressed, when you are resisting things, right? So whenever you finally let go by raising your vibration, what tends to happen is that manifestation happens much quicker. The reason why it happens much quicker is because high intention but low attachment causes manifestation to happen quickly, right? Because when you have deep and intense desires, there's a certain element of not letting go, and that actually blocks manifestation. You want to be able to want it, but not be attached to it. Have high intention, but low desire, but low attachment to it. So you pretty much have to become your own source of positive emotions. When your vibration raises, you literally become happier, right? You become your own source of positive emotions. Because high vibrations makes you happier. It's just how that works, right? When you're in a state of being at peace, your happiness comes from within. It doesn't come from achieving your goals, right? It comes from being, right? Because what happens is this: when we talk about high, I am literally talking about you sensing the vibrations of your body, meaning being aware of the vibrations of your body raises your vibration. The less vibrations you are aware of your body, the lower the vibration you're vibrating under. Why? Sensing the body releases positive emotions, right? And these positive emotions is what allows you to manifest much quicker, right? One, the less you want and the less you will avoid, meaning you become more at peace, which increases manifestation. And the other one is that you become your own source, your own ecosystem of positive emotions, which means that whenever you're unhappy, you don't think about things to make you happy. You don't desire this or that to make you happy. You just feel your body, literally. Like there is a happiness that raises from just being aware of sensation. So the way you do it is that if you want to start practicing the raising vibrations meditation, you first want to be aware of a very small area of your nose. Don't notice your whole area. Notice a very small area. So that means, so rather than being aware of the whole nose, you become aware of a very small area of the nose, right? And the smaller the area, the deeper the concentration. The deeper the concentration, the deeper the meditation, the stronger you feel the vibrations, right? So you first start practicing bodily awareness to increase your vibration by practicing meditation in a very small area. So that means that you notice maybe this little area, right? Now, if you can't notice a small area like that, then just focus on this triangular section of the nose, right? And each time you practice it, you get smaller and smaller until you notice a tiny point in the nose. When I meditate this, I'm only aware of this tiny little area right here, like a tiny little area. And this raises your vibration and prepares you to visualize your goals with more accuracy. It really does. So you become your own source of positive emotion. The next thing is that your toxic friends and family would just go away, right? It's like you start vibrating at a different frequency. So because of that, you're gonna stop literally relating to them. It's only the toxic people, right? The people who are not toxic and see your changes, they're gonna be okay with it. But they're genuinely toxic people. They're gonna have a problem with it, and eventually things will happen that you guys are not gonna want to be friends with anymore. That you guys are not gonna want to see each other anymore. Right? And this is perfect because anytime you're actually changing from within, this happens a lot where you stop relating to the people in the past. Not because of you, but because they cannot deal with you anymore, right? It's like a negative, like misery loves company. So if you're positive, you're gonna be alone. And again, it's like somebody who's trying to stop doing drugs, right? one of the things that they'll tell you is that you got to do away with your old friends and not family, old friends who are toxic, maybe even family. Why? Because they'll make you want to do drugs again, right? They'll trigger you, meaning their presence lowers your vibration. So what will happen is that your friends and family all of a sudden will improve. That they're going to improve or they're not going to want to be around you, right? But if you're raising your vibration and you're still hanging out with the same people or you don't feel like something's off, you haven't truly raised your vibrations. Now, this is not a bad thing, right? If you lament this, then maybe you're toxic. Because what happens is that when you're changing, you're not going to keep the same friends. That's just how life is. They're not going to want to be around you, and eventually you're going to grow tired of them, which is a good sign if you're actually improving as a person. Your next one is that your inner saboteur gets dissolved. What does that mean, inner saboteur? It's a part of you that sabotages you. The part of you that when you earn money, all of a sudden wants to spend it. The part of you that when you're happy, all of a sudden wants to go back to the old habits. The part of you when you're having a stable relationship, all of a sudden you want to cheat. The part of you where you've been sober for months, all of a sudden wants to do drugs. The part of you where that's been controlling their anger, all of a sudden wants to lash out, right? The part of you that smokes, the part of you that does negative habits. I swear to God, raise your vibration long enough, those negative habits will go away. They'll just go away, like naturally. It may take 1 year, it may take 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, but if you keep practicing raising your, through the meditation practices and the activities that we talk about on this channel, doesn't matter the habit that you have, you will eventually stop it. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but eventually that inner saboteur, the one that stops you from manifesting your dreams, will eventually go up. The next one is that your goals will begin to align with your vibration. Now, what that means is that it begins to align with your vibration. If you first wanted to get rich, to show off, to show your friends that you got money, all of a sudden, those goals will change to positive goals. All of a sudden, maybe you wanted to gain power to manipulate people, but because you've been practicing raising your vibration, the moment that comes to truly manipulate people, you'll notice there's a soft side in your heart there. A part of you doesn't want to hurt them. All of a sudden, you'll notice that maybe you wanted money to achieve your hedonistic desires. And all of a sudden, when you get the money, you'll notice that maybe now you want to donate it. Now you want to help people, right? Maybe you started off with wrong intentions, but if you keep raising your vibration, you will change from within. Your desires and motivations will change from bad to good if you're doing it correctly. Remember, like I talked about in the last video, people with dark desires manifest quicker. Like they manifest their goals a little bit faster, but it's not in a good way because they manifest it with a negative, toxic environment, right? But this type of manifestation, if you desire power for the sake of power, sure. If you genuinely meditate, genuinely practice love and kindness meditation, you will notice that when the moment comes for you to get that goal, you're not gonna want it. You're gonna sense that softness in you, right? So all of those people who are genuinely evil and who follow through on their evil plans, they're manifesting with dark energy, with dark magic. And what happens, there's nothing to envy about them. They don't trust anyone. Everyone around them is envious. Everyone around them wants to take them down. That's not a good reality to live. You don't want to live that reality, you know? So you got to learn to manifest with positive emotions so that you don't surround yourself with wolves, people who want to take from you while appearing to be your friends, right? So remember, the beauty is that the less you want, the less you're going to want and avoid, right? Meaning you are more open to things, right? You're more open to experience. You're not resistant, which genuinely speeds up manifestation. You become your own source of positive emotions, right? You learn to become happy from within, right? And this causes you to attract more positivity, right? Toxic friends and family go away, which allows you to achieve your goals much quicker, right? And then the other one, the inner sabotage goes away. Meaning the part in you that as soon as good things happen, you start to self-sabotage. The part of you that has all those negative habits you're trying to break, though that person, it will eventually dissolve if you practice these types of practices long enough. And the last one is that your goals will align with your vibrations, right? And I'm not gonna have to mention this, but obviously you speed up manifestation. You genuinely speed it up. That's the beauty about it, but in a positive way, all right? Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys wanna work with me one-on-one, click on the description down below where it says work with me, and you guys can talk to me. Maybe you have some issues, you need someone to talk to, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.